Chapter 5. Build your own business. The truth about starting a business. Tracy begins this chapter with a clear reality. Starting a business is one of the greatest opportunities for building wealth, but the failure rate is high. Between 80% to 90% of new businesses fail within the first 2 to 4 years. The most common reason is incompetence, not a lack of intelligence, but a lack of business knowledge, planning, selling skill, and cost control. Another reason is offering the wrong product at the wrong price to the wrong market at the wrong time. So the first idea is simple: learn before you leap. 7 Principles for Business Success. Tracy outlines core principles that determine success. 1. Start at the beginning. Your product must fill a real current need. 2. Offer good quality at a fair price. If others offer the same, yours must have a unique selling proposition. 3. Find the right market at the right time. Even a good product can fail in the wrong market. 4. Develop a clear marketing strategy. People must know why they should buy from you. 5. Calculate break-even before starting. If the time to break even is too long, reconsider. 6. Create a complete business plan. This is your blueprint for success. 7. Persistence. Once you begin, do not quit when difficulties appear. The power of a business plan. Tracy emphasizes that successful businesses prepare a detailed business plan before they open their doors. A business plan forces clarity. Who is the customer? What problem are we solving? How will we reach them? What are the costs? When will we break even? Without a business plan, banks, investors, suppliers, and even employees will not trust your leadership. With one, you demonstrate competence, and competence attracts resources. The factor of 3. Tracy describes the factor of 3. Your initial business estimates will almost always be wrong. Costs will be 3 times higher than expected. Time will be 3 times longer than expected. Sales will be 1/3 of what you hope. Knowing this protects you, because you plan more cautiously and survive where others fail. Finding the right business idea. Tracy encourages you to look under your own feet, your skills, experience, knowledge, interests, and background. This is your acres of diamonds. You may already possess what you need to create value. He also describes 16 proven ways entrepreneurs find business opportunities, all based on observing needs, frustrations, gaps, and improvements people want. The message is clear. You don't always need a new idea. You may simply need to do something better. Cash flow is more important than profit. Tracy stresses a critical financial truth: cash flow is the lifeblood of a business. Many companies show profit on paper but fail because they run out of cash. Protect your working capital, the money that keeps operations running. This is why controlling costs is just as important as making sales. The pricing rule. To price successfully, you must charge enough above your costs to generate a margin that allows you to pay expenses, reinvest, expand. Profit is not greed. Profit is what allows you to survive and grow. Never stop learning. To stay successful, keep learning. Read trade journals. Study competitors. Upgrade skills constantly. Your knowledge is your real business advantage. You don't need to be perfect to start a business. You need only to learn, plan, and persist. Success in business is built slowly, wisely, and deliberately. The rewards, financial independence, pride, growth, are worth the effort. Chapter 6. Market and sell anything. In business, the ability to move your product or service to the customer is the most important factor in success. Tracy explains that most business failures happen because of poor marketing and weak sales skills. Marketing and selling are not optional, they are the engine of revenue. If your product isn't reaching the customer effectively, the business will struggle, no matter how good the product is. Tracy defines the difference between marketing and selling. Marketing is understanding what people want, need, and are willing to pay for, and providing it in a timely, cost-effective way. Selling is showing people how your product solves their problems or helps them achieve their goals. He says the purpose of marketing is to make selling unnecessary. Strong marketing prepares the customer so selling becomes easier. Tracy introduces the marketing mix, the 4 Ps. 1. Product. Define clearly what benefit your product delivers. 2. Price. Set a fair price that fits your market and competition. 3. Place. Decide where customers will buy, store, online, distributor, etc. 4. Promotion. All communication that gets attention and persuades. He emphasizes testing and adjusting each of these elements. Small changes can create major improvements in sales. Then Tracy gives the 5 rules for selling anything. 1. Your product must fit the current market and be actively promoted. 2. People buy solutions, not products. Focus on benefits. 3. Your product must satisfy a real need. 4. Customers must trust you and believe in your solution. 5. The customer must be able and willing to pay. If any one of these rules is missing, the sale collapses. Next, he outlines the 5 questions every customer is thinking. 1. Why should I listen to you? 2. What is it and what does it do? 3. Who says so? Proof/testimony. 4. Who else has used it? 5. What's in it for me? Your marketing and sales message must answer these clearly and quickly, or you lose their attention. Tracy then shows that there are many different ways to sell. Personal selling, retail, distributors, newspapers, direct mail, mail order, internet stores, door-to-door, seminars, party plans, co-op mailings, selling to government, manufacturers' representatives, chain stores, discount stores, supermarkets, department stores, wholesalers, premiums and advertising specialties, franchising, trade shows and exhibits, fundraisers. The more options you explore, the more likely you are to find a profitable sales method. He stresses a critical business law: start small, grow slowly, protect your cash, always test in small batches, only scale after proof, never gamble everything on one big push. Finally, Tracy says, to succeed in business, you must learn to sell. Selling is a learnable skill. The most successful entrepreneurs in history, Watson of IBM, Sears, countless millionaires began as salespeople. If you can sell, you can build wealth. If you avoid selling, your independence will always depend on someone else. Chapter 7. Get the money you need. Every great business story begins with a spark, a dream, a belief, a desire to live life on your own terms. But between the dream and reality, most people hit the same roadblock: money. This chapter reveals where the money truly is, how to get it, and why the biggest barriers are not financial but internal. The 3 barriers to starting a business. 1. Fear of failure. The number one reason adults never start their business journey is fear of failure. It paralyzes you. It sits in your gut, holding you back from taking even the first step. And the first real skill of becoming successful, including becoming a millionaire, is learning to act in spite of your fears. 2. Ignorance. The second reason is plain ignorance. Many admire entrepreneurs but never learn how business, investing, or money truly works. They live quiet lives wishing, not doing, and sadly they leave with their music still in them. 3. Lack of money. And the third barrier is the perceived lack of money. People believe if a bank won't fund them, they're stuck. They give up too soon. But the truth? Your greatest assets are not money, but ambition, energy, imagination, and a burning desire to succeed. Money is everywhere. Money exists all around you, more accessible than you realize. What matters is not having it, but being resourceful enough to get it. The real sources of money. 1. Your own savings. Your first and most important source is your own savings. If you cannot save and discipline yourself before starting, chances are you won't handle money well once the business begins. 2. Sell assets. The second source, selling personal assets. Many first-time entrepreneurs sell everything: their car, furniture, even insurance policies to raise startup capital. 3. Credit cards. Another option is using credit cards, not ideal but common. Some entrepreneurs build strong credit, then use it as temporary fuel until the business turns profitable. It's expensive money, yet for some, it becomes the difference between quitting and surviving long enough to succeed. 4. Personal loans and building credit. You can also get personal loans or a line of credit from banks, but only if you've built trust and a solid credit history. A crucial rule: borrow, repay early, and build your credibility long before you need business funding. 5. Collateral loans. You can borrow against assets, your home, car, or possessions by using them as collateral. Many entrepreneurs have mortgaged nearly everything they own to fund their dream. 6. Love money, the #1 startup fuel. Surprisingly, the source behind 99% of new business funding is something called love money. Money from friends, family, and people who believe in you, not because the business is safe, but because you matter to them. 7. Business loans and the 5 C's banks look for. Banks aren't in the business of taking risks. To qualify for business loans, you must prove your ability to repay even if the business fails. And banks judge you using the 5 C's of lending. Collateral: what covers the loan? Character: your trustworthiness and reputation. Credit rating: your borrowing history. Capital: how much of your own money you're putting in. Confidence: the bank's belief that you can succeed. As your relationship with the bank matures over years of borrowing and repaying, their requirements loosen, and eventually they may even offer you money. Smart ways to finance a business. 1. Lease or rent instead of buying. When starting, choose to lease equipment, vehicles, or space. Early sales can be unpredictable. Stay flexible, avoid large fixed costs. 2. Bootstrapping. One of the most powerful ways to build a lasting business is bootstrapping. Start small, sell, reinvest your profits, then repeat. This builds creativity, discipline, and financial intelligence, traits many who start with too much money never develop. 3. Customer financing. You can finance your business through your customers. Ask for deposits, get paid upfront, say, or request immediate payment upon delivery. This allows you to operate with little to no capital, buying supplies only after receiving customer money. You may start in a garage with almost nothing but time, hunger, and belief. But if you truly want it and are willing to pay the price, you can find the money, learn the skills, and build something remarkable. The question is not whether money exists. The real question is, how badly do you want it?